Yeah.
Hello everyone. Let us dive into the next new question paper, PGCET 2024, which is a latest question paper. Already I solved many questions related to that to PGCET 2023 in the previous video series. I have completed all the questions related to the computer science, mathematics, and logical reasoning. Here also I am doing the same, and most of the questions are repeated. Most of the questions are repeated and only with the slight modifications. The same questions will be asked with the some slight modification, otherwise slight twisting. So you need to focus maximum on this question paper because it is a previous year question paper. 99% the model of the question paper will be same as this year's question paper. That's what, if you need to know properly what will be the model of the question paper, this is very important here. You have to go through all the questions properly, and near about 60 to 70% of the preparation it will be completed with this question paper only. That's what, be focused on these questions, very important. Let us dive into the questions without delay. The first question of PGCET 2024 question paper is a set of processes and procedures that transform data into information and knowledge is known as information system, database system, knowledge system, and computer system. So here, if you focus on the question, you need to read the questions carefully. In the question itself, sometimes you may get the answer conclusion, that some hint of the answer. So here we have a that process and procedures that transform data into information. Conversion of the data into information is nothing but an information system. So here we have a data is nothing but a raw fact, real fact, and this real fact it is in the unorganized form, and that fact it will be organized in the systematic pattern so that it will be applicable in the different field, then it is called as the information. So data is the raw fact here, and organized data it is the information. Suppose now here we have a sum of three numbers, whatever the three numbers we are inputting, that is the data. And here we have a processes and procedures to convert this data into the information is calculation. Suppose now I am going to find out the sum and average. How to calculate the sum and average? For that we are writing the functions and procedures that it will be converted. After by processing, here we will get the output. Sum equals to this much and average equals to this much. That is the information. This is one simple example for this. And like that only here we have a different uh, other options are given here. So here we have an information system is it turns raw data into useful information and knowledge. The next here we have a database system. Database system is nothing but it is a collection of the data where we are storing the interrelated, that logically related data, that is called as a database. And this database, it is controlled and maintained by the DBMS software. DBMS, it is one of the software which it will be secured, controlling and maintaining the data of the database. It will be modifying that everything, whatever operations we need to perform on the data of the database, that will be done with the interfacing of the DBMS. And then next here we have a knowledge system. Knowledge system is a structured and dynamic framework. It is one of the framework for generating, representing and managing the knowledge within a specific domain. In particular organization or in the particular domain, it will be generating, representing and maintaining the knowledge. Framework is nothing but it is also collection of the functions, programs. And then here we have a computer system. It is one of the electronic device which it takes the input from the user and processes and it will be giving the output. So here we have that each one, it is post fixed with the system. Just you have to consider the computer system. The computer is an electronic device. Just here we have once we assemble the computer and switch on, the power supply it will take place. That's what it is called as an electronic device. So once we have installed the operating system, it will work as a computer system. Unless installing the operating system, it cannot be working as a computer system. It is just an electronic device. That's what operating system is, the software, collection of the softwares which makes a computer system to work in a proper way. As per the requirement of the user, the system, it will be working only after by installing the operating system and related softwares. So then it is called as a computer system. The next question is, the answer for this one is the first one, that is the information system. Then now we have to move to the next question. The default character coding in HTML5 is. So all these are the character codings. And in this only, depending on the size of the character, how many size per character, here we have a different character coding systems here. The first one here we have a default, it will be UTF-8, and all others we need to specify in the program. So here we have a, in HTML, the default character encoding is UTF-8, which is a variable width character encoding. Means it is not having the fixed width. It is having the variable, means which type of the character it is required to encode. That depends on that size, it will be varied here. And here we have a UTF-8, UTF-16 and UTF-32 are all Unicode transformation formats that define how Unicode character and are encoded into sequence of the bytes. What is the acronym of the UTF here? Unicode transformation formats. This is the acronym. And here we have a UTF-8 is a variable length encoding. Means it is not having any of the particular length of bytes here. It will be varying from 1 to 4 bytes. Depends on the character which it is required to encode. And like that only UTF-16 uses 2 or 4 bytes per characters. Here UTF-16, either it will be using 2 or 4 bytes. It is fixed. And like that only UTF-32 uses a fixed 4 bytes per character. So depending on how many bytes per character it is required to encode that particular character, that here we have a different types of the Unicode transformation formats. Then answer for this one is the answer 2, that is second one. The next one is, the fastest memory in a computer system is. So here we have a ROM and RAM belongs to the main memory and cache memory as well as pen drive. So when we'll consider the speed of the memory, here we have a highest speed to the lowest. In decreasing order it is taken. First one we have a CPU registers. Registers are having very highest speed in the memory. And storage, next comes the cache memory. Cache memory, which is the small memory adjacent to the main memory, in which the partially executed programs it will be storing, instructions it will be storing. Main memory, it will be having the statements which are required to execute right now. Current execution statements it will be storing in the main memory. Then secondary memory, only the programs and folders and that directories, some subdirectories, that everything it will be storing in the secondary memory. Once the data is stored from the main memory, it will be converted into the file, and that it will be storing in the hard disk. Hard disk is the inbuilt in the system itself, it is there. That is the hard disk. Along with that, even we can use the SSD also now. And even by including the pen drive, CD, everything, it will comes under the secondary storage. And tertiary storage, it is one of the traditional storage system, that is a magnetic tape. So when we'll go for the highest speed, among all this, we have a CPU registers, and after that it will comes the cache memory. So here the CPU register, it is not given, means the first highest storage will be that cache memory. Answer will be 3 here. The next one is, pick the correct sequence which is in the decreasing order of the storage capacity. Look here, almost the previous question and this question are one of the same. but that it will be asked in the different method. So here we have a that already we noticed the hierarchy, that sequence of the memory from the highest to that of the lowest speed. Here we have a CPU register. First it will comes, cache memory, second it will comes, then main memory it will be coming, and then we have a secondary storage and magnetic disk. That is the tertiary storage. The secondary it is not given, magnetic disk it is given. So according to this sequence, if you go CPU register, cache, memory, that is primary memory, and magnetic disk. So answer will be the 2. The next question is, given the following information with respect to the third and fourth generation of languages. So which are the correct? We have to, here there's some alternative that either S1, S4 is correct, or S2, S3 is correct, S1, S3 or S1, S2. Which is the correct? We have to check here. First one we have a both are non-portable. Look here, third and fourth generation it is given. From third generation onwards, that all the information, that all computers are the portable. Portable means platform independent. Means programs are focusing on the logic rather than the architecture of the system. So here it is the wrong, because portable, third and fourth generation computers are the portable. And next one, here we have a S2. Third generation languages are mostly compiled languages. Okay, it is right. In third generation language, we can notice some of the scripting languages and all. All these are the compiled. Even C program, either it is compiled or interpreted. And if you go for the Java, it is compiled and interpreted, not or. C, either compiled or interpreted. When it comes to Java, it is compiled and interpreted both. So this statement, it will be true. Then third one, fourth generation languages are in line with the minimum work and skill concept. So here, as the language computer generation, it has increased, then the user work, it is reduced than that of the previous generation. Means it will be user friendly and it will be convenient for the user to code, use, as well as to interpret the things. So this one also it is true. And fourth one, third generation languages are user friendly and have a intelligent default options. So user friendly, it is correct, but this one, intelligent default options, it is not there in the third generation. Even AI, that rapidly it is growing in the fourth generation now, and now onwards period. So this one, it will be wrong here. So answer for this is answer 2. Second one, that is S2 as well as S3. And here we have a different generation. Any of the question, it may comes from the generation of the computers. It is very important. First generation era, it will be for 1940 to 56. And second generation 56 to 63. And third one 64 to 71. And fourth 71 to till today. That is the present. And fifth generation, it is the future. That present to that of the beyond. So first one, that the systems were made up with the vacuum tubes, and second generation transistors were implemented, and third generation integrated circuits, and fourth generation microprocessor. This question already it is asked in the previous question paper. So here we have a first generation computers are made up with the vacuum tubes, transistor, second one transistor, third one integrated circuits, and fourth one microprocessor. In match the following, the same question it was asked. The next question is, given the following list, pointing device, output device, browser, and memory. Pointing device, where it will go? That mouse. Mouse, it will be the pointing device because it will be holding the pointer on the screen. Wherever I need to take the pointer, that mouse, by moving the mouse, the point it will be moving here. Output device is the printer. Standard output device it is. And standard input device is the monitor. And browser, the Chrome is the browser here. And like that only, Mozilla Firefox and Explorer, all these are the example for the browser. Here it will be Chrome. And memory, the type of the memory, it will be cache. It is one of the type of the memory. That is main memory. After main memory, the highest speed. After cache, the highest speed will be main memory here. So here, the correct answer for this one is the answer 3. That is pointing device, mouse, output device is the printer, and browser is the Chrome, and memory is the cache. The next one is, given the following information with respect to high-level programming language, we have to identify which are the features related to the high-level programming language. Easier to use? Okay. That it will be very user-friendly and convenient for the user. But for the system, it is difficult to understand. This is the correct one. Next one, use English like language words and familiar mathematical symbols. Okay, it is also right. We are using that set of the characters of the high level language is A to Z alphabet, small, capital, and all the symbols, numbers, everything it will comes. Then third one is a computer cannot understand high level language programs. So for computer, it is very difficult. For the user, it is convenient. As the version of the language, it will goes on increasing, and as a higher level, that high level languages are released, they are very much near to that of the user. But for the computer, it is very difficult because exclusively computer language, it is a binary 0 and 1. Each and every language should be converted in this format. Then only the interpretation of the system it will takes. That's what computer cannot understand the high level languages. So 1, 2, 3, all the statements are correct. Answer will be 1, A, B, C. The next one is conversion of decimal number 1002 octal and hexadecimal is. So now I need to convert this 100 to octal number. How to convert this one to the octal number here? So we have to divide the given number with the 8, and then we have to note down the remainder. And here we have a one more. This is the decimal. Any decimal number you need to convert into any of the number. You have to divide that decimal number with the number to which you need to convert. Octal you are converting means you have to divide with the 8. And you have to note down the remainder from bottom to top. And you are converting into the hexadecimal means you have to divide by the 16. And you have to go on noting the remainder from the bottom to top here. So here we have a decimal to octal. I'll divide the 100 with 8. That 100 dividing by 8. Here we have a 12 is a quotient and 4 is a remainder. Then next again quotient will be divided with the 8. Then one more quotient 1 it is, remainder it will be 4. Then one quotient it will be divided by the 8. Remainder is a quotient and quotient is a 0 and remainder is a 1. So we have to collect the numbers, reminders from bottom to top. That is 144. So 144 converted into octal. And like that we have a one more thing. Converting hexadecimal to decimal to hexadecimal. So hexadecimal means we have to divide with the 16 hexadecimal number. That 100 divided by 16 means here we have a 6 is the quotient and remainder is a 4. That quotient I'll take and that will be divided by the 16. Quotient will be 0 and remainder is a 6. Then bottom to top 6, 4. That it will be of the 16 converted to 16. So one thing you have to remember, the decimal number is converted into octal means you have to divide by the 8. Decimal number is converted into hexadecimal means divided by the 16. And decimal number it is converted into binary means divided by 2. To which you are converting, with that number you have to divide and you have to note down the remainder from bottom to top. So the correct answer for this is the 3. The next one is the storage of 1024 kilobyte in binary means dash number of bytes. So now here we have that it is also repeated question and previous question also it is repeated. This question it is at least one of the question related to the conversion, that is number conversion system. It will be there. Then next one here we have a memory size related compulsorily one question. In previous question paper also it is repeated. So here we have a 1024 kilobyte is nothing but 1 megabyte. That already I had explained in the previous video. 4 bits equals to 1 nibble. And like that, 2 nibbles means 8 bits equals to 1 byte. 1024 bytes equals to 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobytes equals to 1 megabyte. And 1024 megabyte equals to 1 gigabyte. So here we have a 1024 kilobytes equals to 1 megabyte. Answer will be that 1 megabyte here. That is the answer is 4. Because, yes, fourth one. That is 1 megabyte MB it is. 1024 kilobyte equals to 1 megabyte. It is asked about the 1024 kilobytes. The next one is given the following list. Here we need to match. In order to match these, you have to go for the calculation, number system. This is also purely belongs to the number system. In this, we have a first one binary number it is given. It should be converted into the decimal. In order to convert into the decimal, we have to multiply with the base value with weighted multiplication. That is weighted base value. Weighted in the sense, weight of this first digit, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, and 2 raised to 4. 1 into 2 raised to 4 means 16. Plus 0 into 2 raised to 3, 0 it is. 1 into 2 raised to 2, that is 4 into 1, 4 it is. And 0 into 2 raised to 1, it is the 0. 1 into 2 raised to 0, any number raised to 0 means that will be 1. So this is 1, 4 as well as 8. 8 plus 4, that is the, here we have this one, it is 2 raised to 4 means 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 8 twos are 16. 16 plus 4, it will be of the 20. 20 plus 1, it will be 21 to the base 10. That is the decimal number. So first option, it will be matched with the third one. Where there is a first option, it is matched with the third one. Then others you can pick now. This trick also you can use to save the time and all. If only one it is there and one accurate answer you got, nowhere it will be matching means that is the correct answer. And others look here, B, that it will be 1 here, means it is a hexadecimal, it will be converted into the octal. And next we have a ones complement of this number. It is nothing but this one here, fourth one. And then fourth one, that is a 401 to the base 8 is nothing but a 10116. So the correct answer is this one. That is the third one. Look at this. First, we have to go for the ones complement. Ones complement of this number. How to find the ones complement? Where there is a 1, we have to convert to 0. And where there is a 0, we have a 1. 0, 0, 1, 0 it is. So 0, 0, 1, 0, it is a ones complement. Here we have a 0, 0, 1, 0. So this is the answer for this one, that it will be given here. Here it is. So the C, it will be of the 4. It is one's complement. In other cases, in other question papers and all, you may notice it is asked about the two's complement. Two's complement, how it will comes? For the one's complement, we have to add 1. This 1 we have to add for this one's complement. That is two's complement. 0, 0, 1, 1 it will comes. And then next one is, here we have a conversion of this binary number to decimal. That 21, how it will comes. That what I had explained, according to that it is. And then next one is conversion, that DAD 16, it will be 6655 to the base 8. So any base value other than decimal, you need to convert any base value to the other base value. First, you have to multiply that with the given base value. And after that, you have to convert that one to the decimal. And from decimal, you have to convert into the other. Look here in this example. Now DAD base 16 it is given. First, actually it is required to convert into the octal. We are not going to convert it to the octal directly. First, we have to convert it into the decimal. In order to convert into the decimal, we have to multiply with the weighted base value. Then this one it will comes. And this number, now it is the decimal. This decimal number we have to convert into the octal. In order to convert it into the octal, we have to divide this number with the 8. We'll be dividing the number with the 8. So every time the quotient we have to divide with the 8 and remainder it will comes, and till to get the quotient 0 we have to go on dividing. Then from last remainder to first remainder we have to collect in the reverse order. So this is how we are converting hexadecimal to octal here. First hexadecimal to decimal will convert, and then that decimal to will convert into octal. The next one is, here we have a conversion from the octal to hexadecimal it is. So here we have a 401 it is given. First we have to convert it into the decimal, and then we have to convert into the hexadecimal. Same thing it is. Here the decimal value 257, that will be divided in by 16 in order to convert into the hexadecimal. So here we have a reminder we have to collect in the reverse order. That will be the answer for this one. So the correct answer is 3. The next question is, given the following list: BCD, EBCD, IC, ASCII, and Unicode. All these are the code conversion systems. So here in this code conversion system, we have a different code comparisons. Here BCD, binary coded decimal it is. That is, here we have a code used to represent decimal digits in a binary format. It will be converting into the binary format, BCD. Decimal, it will be converting decimal digits in a binary format. Then EBCDIC. EBCDIC, the extension of this one is, which stands for Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code. So here we have a, this one it is the first one, code used for encoding characters in IBM mainframe system. And ASCII code, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. That is a code widely used for the character encoding standard for electronic communication. In computer system, normally it will be used the ASCII code. And then we have a Unicode. Unicode character conversion. It is character encoding. That is third one. Universal character encoding standard that can represent virtually all written languages. So the answer for this is 2. The next one is, the floating point number is said to be normalized if the MSB, that is the most significant bit of the mantissa is 1. So first of all, we will have an idea. What is the exponent, what is the mantissa, and what is the base value. So here we have a this is the standard format. We need to take in the normalized form. In this we have a, this is the exponent, and this is the base value, and this is the mantissa. This one, it will be the mantissa. So now, in order to illustrate this one, we can take one of the example, which is the floating point value, that is 6.25. I'll take the example of 6.25. So 6 we have to convert into the binary, that is 110. And like that only 0.25. By converting into the binary, it will be 0.01. How you are converting? Divided by 2. And here also it is 0.25. How it is converted to 0.01? That decimal it is into 2 paisa 0 to 2. Okay. I'll be multiplying with the 2 here. 2 5s are 0, and it will comes 1. 2 2s are 4, 1 5. Okay. So 0.0 means here we are getting 0.50 it will comes by multiplying this one. After fractional point, we have to multiply. Before fractional point, we have to divide. So here we have a, and again by taking that fractional part, 50, I'll be multiplying with the 2. So 1.00. So 1 it will comes. 0, 1 it will comes. I'll show you how to convert the fractional part values to binary. That when it is a fractional part, we have to multiply with the 2 here, and after decimal point, if any, which values it is coming, 0 or 1, that it will be written in the sequence. Then here we have a 6.25 is nothing but 110.01. This whole thing, that is 6 is 110, that I'll be writing 0.01, that is a 01 to the base it is. So this is how we are converting the given floating point into the binary. Then now we have to normalize this number, binary number. In order to normalize, we have to take this format. Means only one bit will leave. Remaining we have to take after the fractional point. And how many points will be shifting here, that it will take the exponent. So here we have a, in this, here you can notice 1, it is given here. Just a minute. Okay. Here it is given 110.01. This will be converted into the normalized form in this format. In order to convert this into the normalized 1 point, remaining all the digits I'll be taking after the decimal point. Means how many points it is shifted? 1, 2. 2 points it is shifted. That's what, into 2 raised to 2. If it was shifted with the 3 points, then 2 raised to 3. If it is for 4, 2 raised to 4. This is the normalized format. This it is the base is fixed to only. That exponent based on how many points it is shifted, that it will takes. And normalized, this mantissa always we have to take one digit here, point, remaining we have to take after the decimal point. Thus, the normalized form of 6.25 is 1.1001 into 2 raised to 2. Then here in the question, the floating point number is said to be normalized if the MSB, most significant bit of the mantissa, is 1. This is a mantissa. What is the most significant bit here? 1 it is. That's what the result will be, 1. That is the answer 3. So I hope it will be clear to you that here in this video, we are solved with the 12 questions here. And in this only 50% of the questions are repeated from the previous question paper. Only with the slight modification, same concept it will comes. So remaining questions related to the same question paper will continue in the further video. Thank you for watching. See you till then.